right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to you. Let's see what wants to show up today. I did a bonus reading yesterday, which I don't normally do, but I was having so many downloads and so many interesting pieces of information coming through my own daily tarot reads. I think I mentioned that yesterday on the morning message. If you want to go check out that bonus reading, we'll put a link to it below when you're done with this or whenever. I just feel like there's a lot of energy coming on the planet right now, a lot of information coming to those of us who are on the spiritual path. If you're watching my channel, you're on the spiritual path. So in case you're wondering. But let's do a little reading about what you might not see coming. I'll do it for each zodiac sign. We'll start with Cancer, go all the way around to Gemini. At the end, which I always do, I will pull cards for everybody watching. All right, so these readings are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So get yourself a pencil and paper. Write down a few words for each of the readings that are your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and see if you can pull together a unique set of guidance or a unique message for you. Okay? All right. Cancerians, what's going on for Cancer? What you don't see coming? Message in a bottle. Yeah, lots of communication. Eight of Wands, Empress energy, the Star card, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be learning a lot, maybe with the help of a divine feminine, or you're stepping into your divine feminine energy. Now, this doesn't have to do with gender. It has to do with what we're expressing. We all have masculine and feminine inside of us. There's some kind of healing message that wants to come through, or some kind of, right, the message in a bottle. You're learning, they're learning, something like that. Okay, something like that. This is important for you to know, whatever this message is, and this has to do with your ongoing healing. I feel like some of you could be healing a relationship with a divine feminine, or healing your own divine feminine energy, and that will allow a relationship to flourish. There is something new about learning. There is something here about learning something new, especially after a long delay. I feel like some of you have taken an awful long time to get to this place of talking with your divine feminine, or you talking, if you're a divine feminine, talking with your masculine. This person is healed now. You can feel healed. There's something transformative about this for Cancer right now. It's taken a long time for you to get here, though. The Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, mostly about money. But I think what you're also healing is you're seeing that there's resources are not just dollars. Okay, there's something about that. There could be global or different kinds of currency involved, more revenue streams coming online, more ideas, you guys bouncing back and forth, a lot of ideas. This is really beautiful energy here for Cancer. So you might be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, an Aquarian. There's Capricorn energy here. So the new moon in your sign of Cancer, when we get to about the 20th or 21st of July, we're going to have a full moon in Capricorn, 29 degrees. I almost feel like this might be happening then, between now and then. So the next 2 weeks, whatever, someone is like throwing the message into the water now. Water is the medium here. Feelings. It's about feelings. Some kind of message of feelings is coming through to you or from you to this person. Could be telepathic communication opening up, especially from the heart chakra. Wow, Cancer. That's big. All right. Leo. What's going on for Leo? Go the distance. Four of Cups. Two of Cups. Tower. And Three of Wands. I think you're ready now for this message. You've stayed a little too long in the beginning of a relationship, or in this kind of safe place in a relationship. There's now new information coming through, And I think you're ready for it now, Leo. I think you're ready for it now. Whatever wants to come through, you're kind of like, all right, I know I've been kind of stubborn, or I know I've been holding on to either a love relationship that needed to go out of my life, or a situation that has just not developed very much. Really to my liking, right? The situation hasn't developed to my liking. I'm kind of holding on to the past. Boom, there's a tower. New things coming in, new opportunities coming in. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So it's like you're getting your mojo back here, Leo. The Queen of Wands showing up. So you're moving on from this situation that's been kind of stuck. So allow it to come in. All right, so Virgo, what is going on for you, my darling Virgos? Come to the edge. Come to the edge, baby. All right, let's see. 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, there's Virgo energy, and the 7 of Wands. Okay, so Virgo, I feel like you are teetering teetering on some kind of edge. Teetering on some kind of edge. I don't know if this has to do with money or not, but it does feel like there is a little bit of a hiding of a bad situation. Like, I don't want people to see it, so we're putting up this good face. There's this 4 of Wands. But what's really going on is this 5 of Pentacles. You're doing your damnedest here to dig yourself out of it. But I think you are also pushing back on people who are offering to give you help. Okay, there's a little bit of that going on. What else here for Virgo? Justice. I think you're trying to do something all on your own and you don't need to. There's people who are going to help you. Don't push it back. There are people who love you, people who want to help you, and you have helped a lot of people. The thing is, you're going to have to tell people about what's going on, and that might be the thing that you're pushing back on. Like, I don't want to say it out loud. Maybe that makes it more real or something like that. But very soon, I feel like some of you have been resisting, like, divorce. Some of you have been resisting some kind of balance in a connection. You could also be resisting if you have a lot more money than another person. You're resisting some kind of balance there, resisting them getting more money so that you're the same, or resisting, they're resisting you getting more money so you're the same, something like that. But what's being asked of you is kind of like, let go of this thing, this energy of like, trying to have other people not see what's going on with you. Okay, let's move on to Libra. A little break in the action there. Let's move on to Libra. What's going on for my Libras? Let's get into it. What's happening for Libra? Truth be told, kind of your card here, but the last card for Virgo was your card of Justice. So there is some kind of truth coming at you. You might not see this coming. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 4 of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, Libra, you've got a divine masculine coming toward you. This can also be about your own divine masculine finally getting integrated, finally knowing your truth. Okay, finally knowing your truth. And if this is another person, I mean, could be an Aries, that might be a little on the nose, or a fire sign. But this person is coming back around to you, and they have been through the wars, okay? So 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Somebody is holding on to another person, or they held on to a situation too long, and they're just beat up by it, okay? This person's very beat up. Now, if this is you, you have held on to a situation too long. It really is time to step into your power. You know, only you know. This could be different for each one of you, whether this is a person who is coming back around to you, the 6 of Cups, or this is something that you have held on to because of some kind of childhood nostalgia. And it really is time for you to take action forward in your life. Don't be holding on to anything from the past. And I do feel like whether or not this is you or a person coming back around to you, you're going to get the truth. All right, you're finally going to get the truth. So if you've held on to a situation too long, you're finally seeing the truth of that. If this is somebody coming back to you, you're finally going to get the truth from them. Okay, you're finally going to get the truth from them. And this one's kind of calling to me. Yeah, Page of Wands. So there is a new path forward. Very inspirational. Once you like let go of this, once you know the truth, you can make some decisions. I feel like you're then going to be freed. Okay, freed to walk a different path, freed to move away from something that was too small for you. Good job. Good job, Libra. Okay, so Scorpio, what's going on for you? Yin, Ace of Cups energy, new love possibly coming in for Scorpio. Oh, wow, Ace of Cups. Okay, that's cool. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. This person is somebody who might be very different than you would normally date. They're an air sign, probably an Aquarius, but this is somebody you can really build something with. All right, that Three of Pentacles, I really love that. And this is somebody you could really build your future with, both of you. So the two Ace of Cups coming out makes me feel like you're both at the same stage of life. You're ready for something new. You're both in a healed position. There's not this feeling of you having to wait for somebody or somebody having to wait for you. I just feel like there's a lot of clarity, a lot of groundedness, a lot of peace. That's awesome, Scorpio, because I feel like that hasn't been the truth earlier this year or even into last year. This is just the time you're kind of emerging from something, and somebody else is too. Nice. Very nice. I like that, Scorpio. All right, for Saggies, I got two here. Time to go and fork in the road. Okay, Saggies, devil energy. Yeah, time to go. Wow, Death, Magician, and the Fool. All major arcana cards. Sag, this is a big deal. This is a huge shift in your life coming. And you're finally getting rid of some kind of, it's not just a hurt, okay? This is some kind of deep pattern. And you have been manifesting from a place of that devil energy. You've been kind of wrapped up in some kind of negative experience, negative energy with another person, or just like plugged into the fear of the world or something like that. That's going. It's up to you. You're going to have to do it to purge and move on from a negative situation. Fool. All right, so brand new path coming. Yeah, it's past time. It's past time to go. Yeah. This person has been very dishonest. Okay? You might have been in a third-party situation, or this person has just been super dishonest. And you're finally moving on from them, finally moving on to a new path. I almost feel like some of you aren't even going to, which I don't feel like there's going to be closure with this person. I don't feel like there's a sense of like there's a reason to hang around and have a conversation. Just move on, Sag. Just move on. Okay? Yep, the Fool is here. The Magician's here. Time to move on. Capricorn, regeneration. Regeneration. The Eight of Swords. The King of Wands. Ooh, the Ten of Cups. And the Hermit card. That is really nice. So up until now, Capricorn, I feel like you've, it's not looking for love in all the wrong places, but I just feel like there has been a similarity to Sagittarius. So you've kind of gotten stuck. Just kind of gotten stuck. You know, I also feel like this could be that you just haven't seen what's right in front of you. King of Wands and the Ten of Cups. There is, could be Virgo, could be a fire sign. There is somebody right in front of you that you could have a lot of happiness with, but you're not seeing it. Eight of Swords. It's like you don't recognize you could be staying single or staying in this place of like, no, almost a little bit martyrish, all due respect, almost a little martyrish that no, this isn't for me, or happiness isn't for me, but you're just ignoring a really good opportunity that is right in front of you. So some of you have to step into allowing yourself to come out of the mist or come away from an old version of yourself or an old fantasy about yourself that says, you know, I'm a warrior for love, and I always, you know, whatever the story is you're telling yourself, there is a good opportunity, and it's time to start recognizing them when they show up. Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Orphaned. Oh boy. Orphaned. Temperance. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. Chariot. So you could have been left behind, or you could be leaving someone behind. The Six of Wands says to me that there's some kind of ego in the way. Could be this Chariot person, Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy. There's a choice, there's a choice between two people here, or between two options. And if you have been stubborn about this, like it's your own ego that's in the way. What I mean by ego is that who you think you are is making the choice for you, or is directing the path. The Two of Swords makes me feel like you're not really going inward enough. It's all external. So you're making choices based on some kind of external stimulus, really? Stimulus? Like, for example, you get a job offer and it's like a really cool company. It's something that will look good to other people, but you're like, I don't really want this job. If it's a relationship, this person looks good. This works on paper, but they don't do relationships on paper. So you're going to have to kind of get into the messiness of this a little bit. You're going to have to get out of your very kind of sterile thinking about this. I do feel like it's possible that the other person has some kind of ego about you. If you are not choosing between people, but you're kind of trying to figure out why this connection's not working, it's because the other person is having some kind of ego moment about you. Like they feel they get a lot of boost, like a dopamine rush from just like keeping you on a string or something like that. That is really yucky. I believe that is the technical term for it. That is really yucky. It's time for you to like make this choice based on what it is you want to create. And I do feel like you'll be victorious. But victory, there's two cards here of victory, Six of Wands and the Chariot. And if you don't go inward, you won't win or something like that. But that is the energy of this. Winners, losers. I get a big ego hit off of being with you or something like that. There's something about winning. And Aquarius, this can go back to an idea about being chosen. If I'm chosen, then I'm the winner, regardless of the fallout, regardless of who gets hurt and all of that. So there's somebody is not choosing you, or the real thing here is you're not choosing yourself. If you're going after somebody like this, then you're not choosing yourself. So your job is to turn inward. Your job is to determine your own self-worth and not let somebody else determine it by whether or not you get chosen. Now, this orphaned, this is a past, this is from the past, this is from childhood, even past life, where you weren't chosen or you felt abandoned by people. This is the thing to heal right now, Aquarius, because you're in this situation and it doesn't feel like love to me. It feels like winners and losers. Okay? So it's time to heal yourself, especially regarding choosing yourself. Pisces. Why? Okay, Pisces. Inquiring minds want to know. Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, ooh, Ten of Swords, okay, and the Two of Wands. So you're definitely making, turning away from something that's over. I feel like you know it. You know it's over, or you know that this person isn't capable, right? You're the high priestess here. This Knight of Wands is like somebody has short attention span theater. Like they're like, okay, we had fun, that was fine, now I'm moving on. And there's this Ten of Swords feeling. So I feel like almost this person has moved on, and it's only now that you're like, oh, it's over. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on too. I feel like this person has moved on already. Okay, this situation is not, and you're just getting the hit of like, oh, wait a second, I think this is done. So you may be searching for some answers or for some closure. I feel like this person has already moved on. I don't think they're going to give you closure. So your best Pisces, your best Ace of Swords. I know you really want the truth. You really want the truth. Five of Wands. You're just going to get a lot of static from this person. You're not going to get what you want. You're going to need to give you what you want, which is closure and an ending. Sometimes things do just end. But I feel like it's more that the answer that you're seeking is that this person just really had a hard time with commitment. They're not super good at this. This was about sex, or this was about a transient kind of experience. And if you're the one who has already moved on, Ten of Swords, like, it's done for you. It is done. There's no 11 of Swords. Okay, even though, well, no, it goes back to the Ace of Swords. So it's time to be really truthful with yourself. If something is done for you, it's merciful to just not do anything more with this person, or not go toward this person anymore. There's nothing good going to come of that. Okay? That's for Pisces. All right, for Aries, time for a nap. Amen. Time for a nap. What's going on? Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Lover's card. So Aries, you're definitely in the throes of some kind of decision here. I feel like you have some sadness around a person. Sadness around a person you've known for a long time. I feel like there's going to be a choice made because you've fallen in love with another person. You might have been dating someone for quite some time, or you may have been in a situation for quite some time, and it's never quite gotten to the place where you want it to be. But now there's a new person coming along, and you're like, oh yeah, that's it. That's the feeling. So you could be feeling a lot of guilt or remorse around making this decision, because you've expended so much energy on a relationship that isn't really moving and isn't really growing. And this new person, you're like, oh yeah, that's it. So now you've got to make a choice. The Lover's card, and I feel like you know what you need to do, and it's like, oh, I don't want to hurt the person from the past or from the long-term connection, but I just can't. Now that I know what this feels like, I just can't stay. Taurus, what is going on with these stories today? Taurus, the Tribe, Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, Sun. All right, nice. And the World. You have some exciting new opportunities coming in, and I feel like a lot of opportunities. Okay, it's possible that you finally shifted away from a life that wasn't really yours. It wasn't really yours. It was all about the other person. It was all about the company, whatever, shifting into doing your own business. All of a sudden, it's all about you. Now it's all about you. And I feel like this is going to feel like you've walked through a looking glass. Like this is going to be so different than what you would normally experience. Ace of Wands and Sun. Lots of happiness ahead, Taurus. Lots of happiness ahead, because you finally opened up to a new opportunity. I almost feel like you've been trying to make something work for a really long time that's not working. Gemini, and then I'll read for everybody watching. So, Gemini, higher power. Oh yeah. Higher power, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups, the Strength card. Ooh, I like that. And the Eight of Pentacles. So you got some work to do here, Gemini. And it's destiny work. Okay. It's like, I'm starting to really shift into my soul work, my spiritual path. And look at this. Up comes your partner. So if you've been focusing solely on relationships that are not with those soulmates and everything like that, but not this kind of destined, fated thing, I just feel like shifting out of how you've been doing things lately, relationship, work, everything, and just allowing sort of destiny to kind of take you along. There's a destined moment here, for sure. Destined moment. Oh boy, coming fast. Destined moment coming fast for Gemini. Page of Swords, message coming through, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're seeing all of your patterns now. All of a sudden, it's like so clear. Gemini's like, oh wow, why did I waste all that time? The pattern is so clear. All right, now I see the future. Now I see where I'm going. No longer trying to make it work from the past. A lot of stories like that in these readings about crossroads coming up. And we just had Saturn go into retrograde. We just had Neptune go into retrograde. There's a lot of pretty wild energy on offer for July. I've done some readings about it, so you can check out your July readings if you want. But the main thing I'm noticing is that it's clarity. And that's, when Neptune goes into retrograde, it's the opposite of Neptunian kind of dreaminess. It's almost Aquarian-like clarity. And I feel like that happened, and now this 2 weeks between the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn is going to shift us in a direction of what works, what's going to really work for us. We're no longer going to have this illusion anymore. All right, no longer going to have this illusion. So let's see where we're going here for everybody. It's just going to be clear. Things are just going to be really clear. Okay. Narrow pathway, unknown territory, fogged in, go slow, take your time, and overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So Saturn in retrograde does kind of bring in obstacles that we need to work on. And it's time to just really be very methodical, very Saturn-like. Neptune in retrograde is going to remove any kind of illusions you might have had about a person or a situation. And it's time to, don't let yourself get upside down or be too upended by something. Really work on grounding, staying peaceful, staying out of fear, staying away from Twitter. Okay, yeah. Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So, again, this is very grounded energy. We've got Mercury here. So before you open your mouth to communicate, that might have been a problem in the past. You just shoot from the hip. Really count to 20 before you just launch into something. Take things slower. More purposeful, more determined, more disciplined. This is about discipline. Okay, being more disciplined. You're showing up as the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Cups. Six of Pentacles. I'll walk you through this in a second. Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the outcome is the Hanged Man, which I will clarify. So I feel like you've been going on along just fine, but there might be some feelings of being derailed. You're kind of like, okay, why is this happening? Why are things feeling so weird and upended? There's a lot of energy going on right now, and it's not it's like the opposite of safe and secure. It feels like things are getting less safe, less secure. And so even though you've built something, it's almost like, okay, one step backward is going to allow you to go 3 steps forward. So don't be that upset that right now there's some kind of obstacle coming. Saturn in retrograde, of course there is. So you might need some help. You might need to ask for help, or you might need to rethink your mission here. 3 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, it's serving a small number of people. 6 of Pentacles, you're serving a broader number of people when you make this change. There is some kind of letting go, but at the same time, there's growth. And what are we letting go of? So that's something, and surrendering to. What are we letting go of and surrendering to? Your heart has the answer. Queen of Cups. So what are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? The World, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. Anything that is inauthentic to us. Okay, so there's some kind of ego thing that's been like a badge of honor. Whatever story you're telling yourself that is, I don't know, has gotten you here. But the new story, now needs to be a new story. Ace of Swords. Need to step through a looking glass to be and feel more safe and secure. There needs to be some kind of authenticity, some kind of truth. Okay, some kind of truth. Okay, I'm going to use the Empaths deck. King of Wands, 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. And then the Hermit. You're going in a really good direction. Once you get on this new path, this path of authenticity, you can overcome anything. And I feel like it's shifting you into that King of Wands energy. And I'm even going to say this as we get into Leo time. The end of this Cancer time, this next 2 weeks, might be challenging in terms of purging or letting go. But then you'll be right back on track, okay, in Leo time. Lionsgate is going to be very powerful. Stardust. The Moon. Oh, yeah. My God, that moon. Throat chakra. Strength. Again, the Strength card. That's also Leo energy. I just feel like this Stardust one, I don't think I've ever read that one to you, but I will right now. Stardust. It's all about the stars and the moon and your ability to communicate your truth. Fogged In says that there's something about your own belief or path that you've been kind of lying to yourself about. Okay. It's a sobering thought to realize that throughout history, every human has gazed at one point to the stars in the sky. Each of us, each of that set of eyes has pondered the reasoning behind their existence, what brought them to be, and whether there was more to this journey that we call life. As an empath, you experience all things as energy, thought, emotion, pain, nature, and the elements. All present themselves as an energetic dichotomy, looking for space within. This isn't an easy existence, and soon makes you question, why? As empaths, know that someplace deep within you have a remembrance that we all come from light. This light within your soul has been earned through hard-learned truths of experience. You have learned the difference between that which is love and that which pretends. It is in this knowing that we all come from the same light, that you can find yourself wishing that others would also remember this truth. Next time someone seems lost, or if you sense a spark in their eyes of curiosity, take them out into the night sky and together gaze and be humbled. They just may remember. So you're coming into this place, this hermit energy. And this is the shift. And I feel like if you go back into the stories of each of the zodiac readings that I've just done, there's something about coming away from a certain path that's inauthentic and moving toward a path that's more authentic. I feel like we are discovering the truth of who we are. And some of it might not be all that pretty. But there is power in that. There is power in knowing the truth. And that's what's happening with us right now. All right, you guys. Stay grounded.